Good morning, YouTube. So, as you're going to see from the video compilation, last week's update is a week late, I think. And my next weigh-in is tomorrow, and I think I skipped a week somewhere around there. So, before I upload the video, I'll go ahead and I'll count it out so that the description is correct. Down there, the description is right, but I don't know what week it is, so you'll see it. I just don't know, can't tell you. I was gonna wait until tomorrow to put everything together with my weigh-in day, but my video from yesterday ended up being 11 minutes, and I don't want it to be any longer than that. So we're gonna keep it at that, and then I was supposed to update you on whether I did measure my food for the rest of the day yesterday, and I did. I, however, forgot to take pictures. So I did measure my food for the rest of the evening. I did forget to take pictures. I know I'm not supposed to weigh myself every day, but as you will see from the video that's coming up, I am freaking out because I ate like a freaking pig this weekend, and I stepped on the scale and I'm like, holy crap. So there's definitely gonna be a gain this week, and we'll find out what that is tomorrow. So here are the videos. Enjoy, and thanks for joining the craziness that sometimes is my channel. Bye, YouTube. Hey, YouTube, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. So this is gonna be a really short video. I just wanted to update you real quick on last week because I haven't updated in a couple of weeks, and I'm sorry for the way that I look, but it's been a crazy day. But I'll talk more about that in my next video because I do want to make little clips and do a week in review on Friday. But anyway, real quick, some stats. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on April 6, 2017 at Wake Med Cary. My surgeon was Dr. Bruce with the bariatric specialist of North Carolina. My heaviest recorded weight is 270. At the time of surgery, I was 253.5, and a couple weeks ago, I think I was at 186, and when I weighed myself on Friday, I was 184. So, it's coming down, but it's come back up, and like I said, I'll talk about that in the next video. It has been a hell of a week. I stage manage the Grinch production in Wilson, so I drive for an hour there and an hour back every day during the week of the show. And yeah, so crazy stuff, but good stuff. So I hope you'll stay tuned, and we'll see where this week goes because I ate my life away this weekend. I hope this video finds you well. Bye, YouTube. So today is Wednesday the 19th, and as you can see, these weekly videos have been very hard to keep up with as far as like the daily stuff, like my week in review type of thing. So I was super busy last week, and I made a short video which you saw that I was going to post on Friday, but I didn't because it was only like a minute and a half long, as you saw. So according to that video, I weighed 184, and because I didn't update you on how that week went, basically last week I was in Wilson all week doing the Grinch production. I stage manage for the Grinch production in Wilson, which is about 45 minutes away. And I was really good on Monday through Friday. Like, I took my food, it was balanced. I ate every 3 hours. I got in all my water. And then I went to the doctor on Thursday to have a resting metabolic test, which I'll talk to you about that in a second. And then I went to see the nutritionist on Friday. I also met with a therapist for the first time on Friday. So I feel like there's just so much to update. So this is Wednesday, right? And I'll do a full-fledged, or what you're seeing is just a clip and then the full-fledged video in a second. I don't know what I'm gonna weigh. It's been a tough week as far as food is concerned. I realize that I get cocky, I think, where I'm like, ugh, I'm tired of having to, follow my plan every single day. So I'm kind of veering off, and veering off completely this weekend didn't help. So when I weighed myself Friday, I weighed 184, right? That's what the video said, according to my scale. Thursday, when I went to get my resting metabolic test done, I actually weighed 182, but that was at the doctor's office, and I know my scale is off by a couple pounds, so that's fine. It was really interesting because according to my resting metabolic thing, first of all, I had no idea that this surgery was a metabolic surgery. I had my first resting metabolic test done back in February, and I had a predictively normal metabolism, right? Okay. Well, according to my new metabolic resting metabolic test, I have a predictively fast metabolism, which is really cool. I mean, it's like that far away from the normal range. I mean, it's very cool. It's like in between super fast and normal. So that was interesting. Also, what was even more interesting was according to my resting metabolic test, I can actually eat 1,400 calories and be within losing weight range. 1,500 calories or 1,600 calories or more would be to maintain. So up to 1,400 calories, something like that. So when I met with my nutritionist, I said that really scared me because I'm between 1,000 and 1,100, and I always think that if I go over 1,000, I'm like, oh my God, I ate too much. So we set the goal at 1,200 calories a day. So, which is good because there are some caloric dense foods that I like the chicken salad that I buy that I've talked about many times in my videos previously that I haven't eaten in months because I'm so scared of the calorie content. Well, now I can have it. Well, there's a downside to all of this, and it's where the cockiness comes in. So since she said I could have 1,200 calories, I've kind of gone crazy. So the rest of the time that I was in Wilson on Saturday and Sunday, I'll just run down the list of all the things that I shouldn't have eaten, that I should have made better choices. I had about 3 slices of dessert, not at one time, you guys. I'm saying like in between the 2 days. I had about 3 slices of dessert. I had a Panera salad, but I ate not only the healthy grain roll that mine came with, I ate the roll that my friend's food came with as well. I had 2 cake pops, 3 cake pops between the 2 days. I had a cookie between the 2 days. I had some chips. And I think, let me think. Oh, and I had some Chips Ahoy cookies that were kind of hanging out. So, I mean, it's not terrible, but I could definitely, oh, and then when I ate my subs, I ate like the bread and everything. I still wasn't able to finish a 6-inch. I'm still not able to finish a 6-inch, but I got pretty close, about that close to it. And I ate the bread with it too. So that was like, woo! So kind of went crazy. I feel like I went crazy. And then Monday night, I had to go grocery shopping when I got out of work. I have not started. I started Christmas shopping online on Monday. And I ordered pizza. It's from our local grocery store, so it's not terrible. And I did get the ones with all the vegetables on it. And I ate all the vegetables first, and I ate the crust. I did only have 1 slice. It is a New York style pizza, so it wasn't like a little Pizza Hut slice. It was a slice of pizza. I did eat the whole thing. So when I weighed myself Monday, I was like, oh no, Tuesday, yesterday, when I weighed myself yesterday, it was like 188. I was like, holy crap. And I know that's water, and I know that's eating crap food. Like, I get that. So I have scaled back, and I was really good yesterday. Now, that's not to say that I'm only having 800 calories, but it's better. Like, I am consciously and deliberately and intentionally not eating, I'm making good choices. All right, so we're up to, that was the nutritionist. Okay, so let me catch you up with the therapist. So I go see the therapist, and it's no secret that the dynamics of the house have gotten a little bit tough. We have a blended family, which I've shared before, his, mine, and ours. And my grandchildren, 2 of my grandkids live with us as well, that 3 and almost a year old, and the adult kids. And it gets difficult, right? Because that's 2 adults at home where they want to be adults, but it's our house, our rules, and rules have to be followed, and nobody likes rules. And we all know that adults are the worst for it, right? So, and then because they are adults, consequences are like hard right? And so I've tried to do some things to keep the emotion out of it. Like if I ask him to do something and it doesn't get done, then I turn off the Wi-Fi, or I change the Netflix password, or I do something to really piss them off. But I'm really not doing it to piss them off. I'm doing it because there needs to be a consequence. And honestly, I don't know what else to do to keep the emotion out of it. Like, look, you guys, it's not personal, but I asked you to do this and you didn't do it. So that I don't keep it personal, I'm cutting this off until it's done. But anyway, so because the dynamics have been really hard, I literally went into that therapist's office and just bawled my eyes out. So we talked about that for a while. He made some really good points. One thing that I do want to say that he mentioned when I met with him that resonated with me, like extremely, like to the point of, wow. He said that your decisions that you make with your wants in mind shape your future and your present, and decisions that you make with your emotions keep you in the past. So it's really important to know what it is that you want, so that you will be it'll be easier to make decisions that get you where you want to be. And then we talked a lot about guilt. And guilt, he described guilt like milk, where it can be very productive for you, when it reaches that expiration date, it can be very destructive. And so guilt reminds us that we've grown, which is very productive. And it reminds us where we were and where we're going. But after a while, it becomes destructive. And that guilt keeps us in that emotion, making decisions based on emotion that keeps us where we are and does not move us forward to what we want. So that was huge. That resonated huge with me. And I have that in the back of my mind every single moment of every single day. The food, what he said he wanted me to do was he asked me if I food journaled. So I was ready to break out my FitnessPal and be like, look, I keep a food journal. And he said, no. He said, putting your food in my FitnessPal is great and it's very reflective, but you've already done it. So it's like saying you're sorry for something you said when the bottom line is you shouldn't have said it to begin with. So it's so that we need to learn to be intentional and in the moment, and ask ourselves in that moment to think before we act. So in that moment, do I want to eat this? So he described food journaling as literally taking a picture of what I'm about to eat the moment I'm about to eat it. So I've done that 3 times since I met with him, because I keep forgetting. But when I think back, I'm like, wow, would I have eaten, right, those cookies if I had to take a picture of it in that moment right then and there? Probably not. So it's been super interesting, and I'm trying to remember. And then I haven't been keeping up with my FitnessPal either. So I haven't logged food in I don't know how long. So my goal for the rest of this week, I'm going to make a short-term goal, because with the holidays, it's really hard. So for tomorrow and Friday, my goal is for the rest of today, my goal is to measure my food for the rest of the day. For tomorrow, my goal is to log my food and take at least 2 pictures of what I'm about to eat, right? Because we want to make small, realistic goals to make sure we stick to it. And so that's my goal. And I'm going to check, and I would also like to make a personal goal of remembering to check in with you guys. So when you see the week in review, it'll all make sense. So hopefully a goal will be to remember to record tomorrow. So that's all for right now. It's going to be a long video. I might decide to post this anyway. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.